Hi, my name is Maria Luisa Castellanos. I'm the principal of United Architects. And today I want to cover some basic things about an addition if you want to add an addition to your home here in Miami, Florida. Um, the first concept I want to discuss is zoning. Before you can do anything to your house, you need to find out what the setbacks are. And this can be done by you or it could be done by the architect. But you're going to have front setbacks, side setbacks, and rear setbacks. And depending on the municipality, they're going to be different. So somebody has to analyze this, and usually you can do it just as a preliminary to see if you can even do an addition. But then later, the architect will verify all that information when you hire him or her. The other thing is, do you have enough space left? There's a maximum lot coverage calculation that you need to do, or the architect needs to do, which will determine whether or not you can add to your house. The second concept is flood zone. Are you in a flood zone? This is very important because if you're in a flood zone, you're going to be limited by the amount of area you can add to your house. Really, it's based on the cost of the addition or the remodeling to your house. So unless you have a very substantial property, it's going to be hard to do it with the assessed value that you have from the county. There's a way to get around this, but you need to call me and we can discuss it at length if you're in a flood zone. And the third concept I want to discuss is the septic tank issue. If you're not on sewer, you're on septic tank, this becomes a problem because you have to have enough space left after you do your addition to have an upgraded septic tank. This has become more complicated for the simple reason that the county changed the law last year, and now any additions or any new construction, new houses, or any new buildings actually, and well, new buildings definitely usually are not on septic tanks. But if it's a new house, it can be on septic tank, but it's more complicated because they put in new standards that are more complicated. So, and sometimes there's a conflict between this and drainage. The city of Miami asks for drainage calculations, and you can't overlap the drainage with the septic tank. Not the septic tank itself, but the drain field. The drain field takes up a lot of space on a property, and you have to be aware of this. And the last thing I want to discuss today is the waiver of demolition. If you're in some of these neighborhoods in Coconut Grove, it's even more complicated. You got to get a waiver of demolition in order to demolish part of your house in order to build. This is like the most ridiculous requirement because unless the house is historic, you're going to do some demolition if you're going to do an addition to the house, at least the walls or the parts of the wall. So this is totally crazy, but it's in the standards of the city of Miami. So be aware of it, that it's going to take a long time to get a waiver of demolition. Don't think this is going to be an addition that you can submit and a few days later you're going to get a permit. The city of Miami is very complicated and it takes a very long time. Again, my name is Maria Luisa Castellanos. I'm the principal of United Architects. We're residential architects. We do single-family homes, additions, and mixed-use buildings. If you'd like more information, call me at my cell, 305-439-7898, 305-439-7898. And if you like to see our work, go to www.unitedarchitectsinc.com. Thank you.